Ask yourself, what does my ideal week look like 5 years from now? And how does each of these particular offers in my offer suite fit in with that? How does it support my ideal week 5 years from now? Your long-term vision doesn't just magically happen in your business. It's something that you need to intentionally build. You have to put those building blocks in place, and one of those building blocks is your offer suite. Hey, welcome back to Imperfect Action. This is episode 776. Today, I'm helping you to uncover whether your offer suite is the right one for your business as it is right now, or whether maybe you need to make a couple of little shifts to reach those next level goals in your business or to create the kind of business that you really want to have. I've noticed that many online business owners start out usually with a few simple offers, usually something that's like a one-to-one or a done-for-you kind of service, because those are the easiest things to sell when you're just starting out. There's no real time investment that you would have if you were creating, say, a course or a group program or building out a membership. And while the offers that you sell at the very start of your business, they might serve you to a point, eventually you're going to get to a stage where you might need to make some changes to the offers that you sell if you want to continue to grow your business, scale it, create a bit more freedom, really shape it into the kind of business that you want it to be, rather than letting it grow into the kind of business that, it's going to grow into being, right? You want to intentionally start to shift it into your kind of business rather than just the default kind that everyone tells you about, everyone teaches you about. So for example, if you're selling, let's say, one-on-one coaching, you're doing a weekly call with each client, it's $2,000 a month, right? Let's say that that's what you're offering and your income goal is, say, $20,000 a month. You need to work then with 10 one-on-one clients, which is quite a big time investment. And you might get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm working with 5 now, and this isn't sustainable because on top of the time that you're spending with clients, you also still have to do all of the admin stuff. You have to invoice them. You have to reconcile your bank accounts. You have to do all the emails, there's in-between call support, all of those things. Do you find that you're not actually able to reach that income goal? And then you need to rethink your business model and your offer suite. So in today's episode, I'm giving you 7 questions you can ask to figure out if your offers are still the right ones or whether you need to make some tweaks to your offer suite. It might be small tweaks. It might be a huge shift like retiring some offers or creating new ones. Now, with each of these questions, what I think the best approach would be to pick one offer at a time and go through each of these questions for each of your offers rather than your offer suite as a whole. So we break it down on a per offer basis rather than going through and generally asking this for your entire offer suite. Okay, question number 1. Is this offer the right price point? So in other words, are you charging what this offer is worth? Is the price that you are charging for it in line with the value that your client gets from this offer? Because over time, you might find that you need to put your prices up. If you're delivering services, well, your skills are going to evolve, you're going to learn more, you're potentially going to become more efficient, be able to do more with the time that your client is paying you for. If you're selling courses or other digital products, you probably will find that you start to add more to it. You might refine the content, you might re-record it, you might get more awesome social proof and results and case studies that really prove the value of your offer. And these things mean that you can actually start to charge more for it. They become worth more for the ideal client. They're more willing to pay more for it. When you are starting out, it's common to charge a lower price point just to get those first few clients, but this isn't something that's sustainable longer term. It's great to start to get people in the door. It's a great way to start building up those case studies, those testimonials, but it's not something that is sustainable or scalable in the longer term. And if you are relying on being the cheapest as your way of standing out in your industry, it's going to be a really quick race to the bottom. You can't compete on your pricing alone. Now, if you head on back to episode 652, I shared 5 essential questions to help you price your next offer or update the price of your existing ones. If you want the direct link to that episode, send me a DM on Instagram. I'm there at stephtaylor.co. Send me the number 652 to 652, and I will send you the direct link to listen to the episode to help you price or reprice your offers. Question number 2, how much of your time is it taking to deliver this offer? And is it worth the price that you are charging for it? So for example, if you are charging $1,000 to do a logo design and it takes you 20 hours, that's an hourly rate of $50, and that's not the same as if you were in a job getting paid $50 an hour. That's $50 before you've paid any expenses. And that's probably not sustainable for your business in the long term. If you have an offer that is really time heavy, and perhaps it's something that you don't want to sell as much of because you don't have a huge amount of time to deliver all of it, maybe this could be then your premium offer that is sold at a higher price point. It's something you don't talk about as much, but you offer it to the dream clients. For example, I do launch strategy intensives, which are about an 8-hour commitment of my time plus a kickoff call that I have with a client at the start. I love doing them, but I only really have the availability to do one per month. So I don't talk about them a huge amount because they book up just organically. Question number 3. Is it attracting the right people? So the people who inquire and who buy this offer, are they the ones you want to work with? Or are you just saying yes to them because these are the only people who are interested in buying from you? Often when we're not attracting our ideal client, the one that we want to attract into the business, it's because what we're selling isn't quite right for them. Of course, it could be the messaging isn't aligned or the free content you're sharing isn't attracting those people. But it could also be that the offer isn't right. The wrong pricing, even that can repel the wrong people. So for example, when we were hiring someone to build out one of our sales pages in Kajabi, if there was somebody significantly cheaper than the rest, I would assume that they weren't as experienced, and I would probably choose somebody at a higher price point. Because for me, it's not based on who's going to be the cheapest doing the job. It's going to be who's going to be the best at doing the job, right? So if you're finding that the people you are attracting are the ones who are looking for the cheapest, it could be that your pricing is a little bit misaligned there as well. Question number 4, do you still enjoy delivering this offer? Yes, your business isn't there to entertain you. That's why we have hobbies and a life outside of our businesses. And it is going to still feel a little bit like work from time to time. But if you don't enjoy delivering a particular offer, then you really need to consider whether it's time to retire that offer. And I have an entire episode about whether to retire an offer or not coming up on Friday. So if you're not already subscribed or following this show, hit the little plus button in Apple Podcasts or follow in Spotify, and you'll get that episode straight to your podcast app when I release it later this week. But essentially, if you don't enjoy a particular offer, you're probably not going to show up and sell it, or you're going to show up and you're going to sell it half-heartedly, or you're going to feel resentful towards your clients. You're going to feel resentful towards your business because you're doing stuff that you don't actually enjoy doing. And delivering it is time that you could spend on something that you actually do want to do in your business. You could create and deliver a new offer, or you could shift your focus towards a different one in your business. Question number 5, is it getting results? Now, this one seems quite obvious, but it can be easy to overlook. Are the clients who are buying this offer getting the result that you promise? And if they aren't, why aren't they? Is it something that you could maybe change easily? Or is it something that is fundamentally wrong with the offer? For example, if it's a course and nobody is finishing it, then that's an easy tweak. That could be just a matter of removing all of the content that's not moving them towards the finish line faster. Because if you put too much content in your course, it makes it really difficult for somebody to complete it. It makes it overwhelming. It actually makes it less valuable than if you have a really streamlined, do this, then do that, then do that, with no other tangents of other information you've added. But on the other hand, if it's a client strategy and you're giving them the strategy document and they're not implementing it, that might be a little bit of a harder thing to shift because you're not responsible for implementing this for them. But maybe implementation is a service you could add if you wanted to. I don't know. That's a potential idea there. Question number 6. Could your time be better spent delivering a different offer? Once you know whether it's the right price point, whether it's worth the time that you spend delivering it, whether it's something you enjoy delivering, gets results for your clients, then it's time to ask yourself, is my time best spent on this offer, or could it be better spent delivering something else? Is this offer really worth keeping around, or could I spend my time and energy on something better, something I enjoy more, something that makes my business more money, or that requires less of my time, or that gets my clients better results? And I know it can feel scary to retire an offer, but when we create the space then we have the space for new, better things to come in instead. Even if you don't yet know what that offer is going to be just yet, you need that time and space for the idea, for the creation of the next right offer. Question number 7, the final one. Does this offer serve the long-term vision for your business and your life? If your goal is to spend 3 months working and then 1 month offline and traveling, and you repeat that a few times a year, then offering a month-to-month retainer service, that's not going to serve your vision, right? Because you have to be working each month to deliver those offers, unless, of course, you have a team who can do the delivery, or you're looking to build an agency model. Or perhaps another example, you hate Zoom calls and your dream is to have as few meetings as possible in your calendar, then maybe one-on-one coaching isn't the right offer for you. So ask yourself, what does my ideal week look like 5 years from now? And how does each of these particular offers in my offer suite fit in with that? How does it support my ideal week 5 years from now? Your long-term vision doesn't just magically happen in your business. It's something that you need to intentionally build. You have to put those building blocks in place, and one of those building blocks is your offer suite. Okay, now I have a free training called 7 Secrets for Consistent Sales. It's a free masterclass where I'm sharing how to scale your business without working more hours or spending more time on social media. We'll pop the link to this in the show notes, stephtaylor.co/masterclass. Or if you want me to send you the link directly, you can send me a DM on Instagram. I'm there at stephtaylor.co. Just DM me the word masterclass and I'll send you the link to register for that. Now, if you've learned anything from this show so far, please take 30 seconds to leave a quick rating and a review. And honestly, I read every single one of them. It means a lot to me. So please do take that time. Thank you so much for listening. Catch you next time.